Hi, my name is Andres Morales. I'm your local real estate broker. And today I wanted to talk to you about down payment assistance options within the County of Orange. Specifically, the down payment assistance options offered by Neighborworks of Orange County, which is a HUD-approved nonprofit organization located at 128 East Catella, Suite 200 in Orange, California, 92867. They can be reached at 714-490-1250. So the four different down payment assistance options that we're going to be talking about today are the Cal Home Loan Program, the IDEA Program, the WISH Program, and the NSP2 program. We'll be reviewing each specific program. We're going to be reviewing the requirements. We're going to be reviewing the credit requirements, and we're going to be reviewing the capital requirements as well as the income requirements for each of these specific programs. So there's a lot of information. I hope you hang with me throughout the whole video so you can be more empowered in making decisions and actually taking that leap to home ownership. So the first thing we're going to be reviewing are some of the requirements for these specific programs. So some of the requirements for these programs are as follows. You must be a first-time home buyer. So a first-time home buyer, the definition of a first-time home buyer is anybody who has not owned a real estate property within the last 3 years. Has either owned, been on title, or been on a loan on a real estate property for the last 3 years. If you own a property 4 years ago and you sold it 4 years ago and you have not been on title for that property in the last 3 years, then you will be considered a first-time home buyer. The property must be located within Orange County. There must be the purchase or your qualifications must be within the average medium income qualification limit set for Orange County and set for that specific program. You require to at least 3% of the borrower's own funds to be used for the closing cost. The property must be an owner-occupied property. If you use it as an investment or if you refinance it, try to pay it off, then you have to pay these down payment assistance back if you do it within a specific amount of time. You must take an 8-hour Homebuyer Certification course. They're usually presented on Saturday, sometimes during the weekend, and if you contact Neighborworks directly or if you go to their website, you are able to get the schedule for each of these classes and you're able to sign up. Generally, they're free. At times they'll have a cost of about $25, but if you go through the whole process and you actually purchase a home and you take advantage of these down payment assistance programs, they'll reimburse you that money once you close escrow. Funds are available based on household income and need. Total liquid assets after close of escrow cannot exceed $5,000. So if you have $25,000 in the bank and you're getting down payment assistance program, after you close escrow, you cannot have more than $5,000 in order to take advantage of these programs. And the programs are first come, first served basis with a fully executed purchase contract. So generally, I always recommend to get everything ready, go to the Neighborworks, present all your documentation, sit down with a counselor, see what you qualify for, then go find a property. Once you have an executed purchase contract, come back in and get funded for these specific programs. But get informed first. That way you are prepared once you find the property that you actually want to purchase. So the first program we're going to be talking about is the Cal Home Loan Program. And the Cal Home Loan Program, the way it works is it will be a second loan. So you have to get the permission of the first in order to get a second loan on the property, up to $57,500, and that would be towards down payment assistance. It cannot exceed 20% of the purchase price, the $57,500. The maximum income for you to qualify for this program is 80% of the average median income for Orange County. So if you look at the table above, on the left-hand side, you're going to find maximum income, and then across the top, you'll find the number of people for that specific property. And listed down, you have 50%, 80%, and 120%. So the way they calculate this specific average median income is for every adult within the household that is working or generating some type of income, and they are reporting it to the IRS. So if you have one person, you have 10 people working in the family, but only one person is working, then they will count the income of that one person based on the table above. If you have 10 people on the property and all 10 people are working, then they're going to count all 10 people and the income that they're going to be generating for the qualification purpose of this specific program. The loan itself is due in 30 years or sooner if the borrower defaults at any of the provisions set when you first apply for the loan. All the payments are deferred as well as any interest payments. Now, generally for this type of program, you're going to have simple interest over the course of 30 years. And generally, the interest rate that they charge is 3%. Now, contact Neighborworks to find out what are the details on this specific program additional to the information that I have. So it's a great program. What it will do, it would allow you to reduce the down payment required for the purchase, and once you reduce the down payment and you reduce the loan amount, it's also going to reduce your payment in the long term. So it's a great program. Plus, I mean, $57,000 a simple interest rate. It's really hard to come by. If you were to go to a financial institution and try to get a second, you'll probably be paying anywhere between 4 or 5% compounding interest for over 30 years. So it makes sense to be able to see if you can qualify for this specific program. The next program is the IDEA program. This is a really nice program. So the way this program works is once you sit down with a counselor, and let's say you do not qualify for any of the programs, but you are very interested on purchasing, then you can apply for this IDEA program. And what they will do is Neighborworks will open a bank account at the financial institution of their choosing, and it would be a 10-month saving plan. So for those 10 months, you'll have an agreed upon amount of money that you're going to be saving on a monthly basis. And for every dollar that you deposit or that you save up, they'll match it up to $3, up to a total of $15,000. Okay? And you can use that for down payment assistance or closing cost assistance. And once you purchase the home, if you live in the house for over 5 years, after you're living in the property, that debt is forgiven. So you don't have to pay those $15,000 back. If you sell the property within those 5-year term limits, you do have to pay it back. But after the 5 years, you do not have to pay it back, which is it's a really good incentive, because you're really not going to find anybody that's going to give you $15,000 of free money that are going to help you for a lower down payment and a lower monthly payment long term. Let's see, the maximum household income for the IDEA program is 80%, which is what we just pointed out on the table above. It's forgivable after 5 years. It's a 10-month saving plan, and the first mortgage has to approve the down payment assistance that you're going to be obtaining on that. Okay, so it's a really good program. I've seen people benefit from this, and it's really a long-term process. So a 10-month process allows you to save, get your financial life together so you can move closer to the purchase of a home. The next program that I really like is the WISH program. One of the reasons why I like this specific WISH program is because you can use it anywhere in California. And again, it does the same 3-to-1 match that the IDEA program does, but this does it on a more immediate time frame. So once you apply, if you qualify, they'll give you the money for closing costs or down payment assistance. So it works the same way as the IDEA program, except that the funds are available sooner. You cannot exceed the 80% average median income for Orange County. You can use the down payment assistance for down payment or closing cost, and after 5 years, that grant that they give you is forgiven, so you don't have to pay it back, which is great. And the reason it's my favorite is that you can use it outside of the county of Orange. LA County, San Bernardino County, Riverside County, San Diego County, wherever it may be. Okay, so that's great. So we review that. The next program that they have is the NSP2 program. In this one, they can give you they can lend you up to $80,000 due in 30 years. The maximum combined loan to value that you get with this specific program is 100%. The income cannot exceed 120% of the average median income for Orange County, which again, it bumps up your income for an individual from $52,500 all the way up to $78,700. Based on need, the minimum loan amount that you can get through this specific program is from $3,000 all the way up to $80,000. The payments and the principals are all deferred over a 30-year period, but they will be due sooner if for whatever reason you were to default on the loan or you were to default on any of the other provisions set at the beginning of the down payment assistance program. And it's also property specific. Generally, for the properties that this specific program will qualify for are the properties that are owned by the nonprofits such as Neighborworks or some of the other nonprofits that this program may be available with. So again, sit down with the counselor, talk to the Neighborworks, see what is it that you qualify for, and that way you know exactly what is it that you're getting and how much you're going to be getting and what is it that you can qualify for. So for these programs, what they're going to be looking for as far as credit is they're going to require a minimum of 640 FICO score. They're going to require no late payments within the last 24 months. They're going to require at least 3 open trade lines within the last 24 months. And any collections or charge-offs, they need to be reflected as they're satisfied. As far as bankruptcy, minimum bankruptcy requirements are 2-year wait with extenuating circumstances, a 4-year wait if due to financial mismanagement, and for Chapter 13, a 2-year wait from discharge date. If you had a foreclosure, a minimum of 4-year wait from closing date. If you had a short sale, a minimum of 3-year wait with extenuating circumstances. And if you had a deed in lieu of foreclosure, a minimum of 7-year wait and due to financial mismanagement. As far as character or employment is concerned, you need to have a stable income and you need to have no gaps of employment. For capital, most programs require a minimum investment of the borrower's own funds of 3%, must show a paper trail of all deposits and withdrawals, must save an amount needed to avoid payment shock, must provide all bank statements from credit unions and any banks you have, and you must verify all your assets such as homes, autos, 401ks, among other items. So I think that's it for the information from the down payment assistance programs. These are great programs. I've seen many families benefit from these programs. And even if you're just starting out, there is money available for you, and this is where you can get it. If you have any questions for me as far as real estate is concerned, I can be reached at 949-306-9260 or via email at thankyou@andresmorales.com. Neighborworks of Orange County, they can be found at 128 East Catella, Suite 200 in Orange, California, 92867, and their telephone number is 714-490-1250. When you call, you can ask for Sahara Garcia or Stella Matalama and let them know that Andres Morales sent you. Again, thank you for watching. If you found this information helpful, please forward and share. Have a great day.